Hi K-pop lovers! Welcome back to our channel. When people first see Rose, the first thing they notice is her beauty. The blonde hair, the elegant aura, the soft yet striking visuals that instantly catch your attention. At first glance, she looks like a dream straight out of a magazine. But here's the truth. If you think Rose is famous just because she's pretty, you're missing the real story. Because behind that angelic face is one of the most talented, hardworking, and influential artists of this generation. And today we're going to talk about why Rose is so much more than just a pretty face. Let's start with the thing that made millions of people fall in love with her in the first place, her voice. The moment Rose sings, you instantly know it's her. No confusion, no second guessing. Her vocal tone is rare, husky, emotional, slightly raw, yet incredibly delicate at the same time. It carries both strength and vulnerability, the kind of voice that doesn't just sound good, it makes you feel something. Even industry professionals agree. Her tone has often been called the golden voice of K-pop because it turns even simple lyrics into something deeply emotional. When Rose sings, it feels personal, like she's telling her own story. And that's not something you can fake or train overnight. That's natural artistry. But Rose isn't just a great singer. She's a record breaker. When she debuted solo with her single album R in 2021, expectations were already high. After all, she was part of Blackpink, the biggest girl group in the world. Still, what happened next shocked everyone. Her album sold over 400,000 copies in just 1 week, the highest first-week sales for a Korean female soloist at the time. Her title track, On the Ground, exploded globally, smashing YouTube view records and debuting at #1 on international charts. And just like that, Rose proved something important. She wasn't successful because of Blackpink. She was successful because of herself. Then came even bigger milestones. Her collaboration with Bruno Mars became a global hit, dominating charts worldwide and introducing her to an even wider audience outside the K-pop bubble. And when award season arrived, history was made. Rose received Grammy nominations, something many people once thought impossible for a K-pop soloist. That moment wasn't just personal success. It was cultural impact. She wasn't only representing herself anymore. She was representing Korean artists on the world stage. But here's something many casual fans don't realize. Rose isn't just a singer. She's a real musician. Long before fame, she grew up playing piano. Later, she picked up guitar too. For her, instruments aren't for show. They're her comfort zone. Whenever she feels stressed or emotional, she plays music. It's therapy for her. And her skills are so respected that even John Mayer personally sent her a custom guitar after being impressed by her cover of a song. Think about that. One of the world's most respected guitarists recognizing a K-pop idol's musicianship. That doesn't happen unless the talent is real. She also writes and composes her own songs, pouring her thoughts and feelings directly into her music. That's what makes her solo tracks feel authentic and personal. You're not just hearing a performance. You're hearing her story. Now, let's talk about her journey. Because nothing about Rose's success was easy. She wasn't born into the Korean entertainment system. She was born in New Zealand and raised in Australia. Just a normal girl with a dream. At 15 years old, she auditioned for YG Entertainment, competing against hundreds of people. She ranked first. Then she left everything behind. Her family, her friends, her home, moving alone to Korea as a teenager to train. For 4 years, she practiced day and night, singing, dancing, studying, repeating the same routines over and over. No holidays, no normal teenage life, just work. And here's the crazy part. She had no formal dance training before becoming a trainee. Everything you see today, she built it from scratch. That's not luck. That's discipline. That's dedication. And that's why fans respect her so much. But Rose didn't stop at music. She quietly conquered the fashion world too. Luxury brands quickly noticed her elegance and natural charisma. She became the global ambassador for Saint Laurent, Tiffany & Company, Rimmel and Puma, campaigns that generated millions of views and massive sales. Designers don't just choose her because she's pretty. They choose her because she has presence. When Rose wears something, it becomes a trend. That's influence. And beyond fashion and music, she's also using her voice for something bigger. She has spoken about climate change, youth empowerment, and social issues, even receiving recognition from international institutions. She was featured in Time as one of the most influential people, showing that her impact goes far beyond entertainment. Because real influence isn't about followers. It's about meaning. And speaking of followers, her social media numbers are insane. Tens of millions on Instagram. Millions of monthly Spotify listeners. Fans from every corner of the world. But what's special isn't the numbers. It's the connection. Fans don't just admire her. They relate to her. Because Rose has always been honest. She talks about her insecurities, her doubts, her bad days. She doesn't pretend to be perfect. And in an industry that constantly demands perfection, that honesty feels refreshing. It feels human. That's why people love her. Not just as an idol, but as a person. And as her career evolves, Rose keeps taking control of her own path, choosing new management, new creative directions, and writing more personal music. She's not satisfied with staying comfortable. She wants to grow. She wants to tell deeper stories. She wants to become an artist with longevity. And honestly, that's exactly what legends do. So yes, Rose is beautiful. No one can deny that. But if beauty were the only reason for her success, she wouldn't have broken records, earned awards, written songs, inspired millions, and changed how the world sees K-pop artists. Beauty might catch your eye, but her talent, hard work, and authenticity are what make people stay. That's why Rose isn't just a pretty face. She's a vocalist, a musician, a songwriter, a fashion icon, a cultural influence, and most importantly, a true artist. Thanks for watching, K-pop lovers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. What's your favorite Rose moment?